And we're looking at a minimalist survival kit. Actually, we're looking at the case that contains a firearm in a minimalist kit. If you recognize this as a cassette tape case, congratulations, you are old. There's a reason that I use this case. We'll open it up. It's fairly nondescript. Nobody would guess what was in it. Now, this little kit is a minimalist kit, and I would use it if I was going off with somebody and not my own vehicle, because I've got stuff to work with in my vehicle. Having something to work with always beats the hell out of having nothing to work with. And this is what I call a minimalist kit. First thing we're going to do, and this is optional, firearm. This one's a little compact 9mm Ruger. There's 4 mags that are in here with it. Firearm can get you out of a lot of trouble if you carry one. Make sure you can legally do so where you're going. Don't get yourself in any scrapes with the law. Don't be stupid. Use your head. And there's a reason I'm leading into that. This is the minimalist kit. This is a little pouch picked up somewhere, about $3. Give you a size comparison. It's slightly larger than a pack of cigarettes. It's got the molly webbing, so you can put it on your belt if you want to. But with the size of stuff that's in this kit, what's most likely going to happen, if I need anything in here and have to break this out, I'm going to just start putting stuff in my pockets. First item, small flashlight, Walmart special. These cost $1. And they're not overly bright. They won't, work miracles, but it beats having nothing at all. Second thing, small folding knife. This one's liner locked. It's got the serrated edge, which I don't particularly like. Would be handy if you were cutting some rope or some stiffer material and had to get some saw action. I actually prefer just a regular edge on them. But it's a decent little utility knife. Again, the $3 Walmart special. Space blanket. This can keep you warm. Can keep you dry. If need be, you can gather water up in it because it's impermeable. It actually comes in a little Ziploc bag, so again, you have another emergency container for water if you need it. Lighter. This one's purple, and there's a reason for this. Most dudes, if somebody tries to bum a light off of you, you hand them your lighter, they're going to put it in their pocket and walk off with it. Most dudes will not walk off with a pink or purple lighter. Because of that, I keep one of them in this little kit, because nobody's going to walk off with it. Button compass. Now there are tricks where you can find directions with the sun, shadows cast on a pocket watch. If you're knowledgeable, you can steer by the stars. But this little button compass can be worth its weight in gold. Now there's a reason, another thing that I try to keep with these kits I haven't showed everybody, because I don't want everybody to know where it's stashed. I try to keep some emergency cash with me. And the reason being, credit card machines may go on the blitz. You may lose your wallet. 1,000 different things. Well, if you have, say, $100 to $200 in emergency cash that you keep with you in a kit discreetly, you've got a couple options. Number one, if you're someplace, you can probably get yourself a motel room. That gives you time to maybe get a good night's sleep, get something to eat, and come up with a game plan. If need be, you can take that cash and acquire additional things you may need to get you home. Now, where this little minimalist kit comes in handy is not for everyday stuff with me. I keep emergency stuff in my truck. Usually carry a cigarette lighter, a pocket knife on me. Usually have a firearm on me. But if I'm going off with somebody and they say, hey man, we'll drive my truck, we'll drive my car, I don't want to take and put a bunch of stuff in there that we may not need. Particularly if you got 4 or 5 guys going off and you're in a passenger car. You want to keep stuff to a minimal. And I can take this kit, I can throw it in an overnight bag. Nobody's going to know what it is. Nobody's going to question what it is. And I'm not going to look like a nut job for carrying it, because I'm not carrying a bunch of needless stuff. I'm carrying stuff that, well, if need be, can get me out of a bad situation. And most likely when I'm carrying this stuff, nobody's going to even know I've got it with me. If I stop in a motel room for the night, sharing a room with somebody, and I get this black bag out, lay it on the nightstand, they're going to say, well, man's got his gun with him. But that's common sense. Most people know I travel with one. Nobody's going to know about this little setup here that can get you out of a world of trouble. You can take this kit, throw it in an overnight bag by itself. If it's in a checked bag, you can take it on an airline. Nobody should say anything. I will say this: if you travel by airplane with a firearm, make sure you comply with their rules. Make sure that you're allowed to carry or have that gun where you land. Do not break any laws, and don't call me to come get you out of jail later on.